Hey, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Jennifer Sider, Chris Sider's wife, and today's video is when using the no contact rule is a bad idea. But before we get to that, I wanted to give you a chance to take our 2-minute quiz to find out your chances on getting your ex back. It's a very simple quiz. All you have to do is answer a few questions about your unique situation, and we will give you what your chances are. Visit us at www.exboyfriendrecovery.com, or the link is also in the description down below. There are 3 situations where the no contact rule should not be used. Let's cover that now. So the first situation is if you neglected your partner throughout the relationship. If you were dismissive or you were just avoidant throughout the relationship or through any fights, this is going to remind him or her of that time. So if you're doing no contact after you had been through an entire relationship where you were avoiding him, it's not going to go over well. I had a client that I was coaching that was completely in love with his girlfriend. She had broken up with him because anytime something came up, like a party or a football game, he would cancel on her and he would go with his friends instead. So after she broke up with him, he was completely devastated. I mean, he was so upset and he didn't know what to do. In that case, I did not recommend the no contact rule because it's just going to reinforce what had happened before the breakup. The second situation that you cannot use the no contact rule in is if you're living together. If you're living together, you have a baby together, or you work together. Any 3 of those things, you're going to be around your ex, so you're not going to be able to do a full, proper no contact. What we'd recommend in that situation is a limited no contact. Really what you want to portray in this is indifference. You don't want to look like you're super upset with him or you're loving him and obsessed with him. You kind of want to be in the middle of that. So the best way is through the limited no contact. Imagine you come home and your ex is sitting at the table and he says, "Hey, how'd that test go?" Or, "Hey, how was that project at work?" And you just walk right by him. He's going to start to think like, that breakup was a good idea. She's being so rude to me. If you're not living together, the no contact rule is more mysterious. It doesn't come off that way. Now, if you have a child together and he asks you anything about your child, you need to answer him. That's part of limited no contact. You're not going to be using a full no contact, but you will have to answer him if it has anything to do with your child that you have together. If he asks you anything about your personal life, you can just ignore that. Now, the third and final situation where you would not use no contact would be if you've used it over and over. You keep breaking it every time you try to attempt it. Anytime he texts you, you answer him back and you keep restarting it. It just loses effectiveness every time you restart a no contact. So the important thing to remember is each time you do no contact and you fail it, it becomes less effective. Say you get 14 days into the no contact rule and something comes up and then you contact him and then you restart your no contact again and the same thing happens 7 days later. By the time you get to your 10th no contact, it's pretty much lost all of its effectiveness. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this video, and if you want to learn more about getting your ex back, limited no contact, or our quiz, please visit us at www.exboyfriendrecovery.com. Thanks so much. See you next time.